Welcome to this video. This video we will look at how we can install and configure gcloud CLI and kubectl on Windows machine. Before we are going to start, we need a Google Cloud subscription and one GKE standard cluster. Install gcloud CLI, configure kubectl. First we will install gcloud in our Windows machine. We can get the installation details from official documentation. Under the Windows tab, you can see different options. We can directly download the installer or we can use PowerShell command to install the gcloud. We are going to use PowerShell command. Copy the command. Open PowerShell terminal. Paste. Click on Paste Anywhere. It will open Setup dialog. Click on Next. License agreement. I agree. Next. We can specify the destination folder. Next. This section we will give as it is. Click on Install. It will take few minutes to complete. If you want to see the installation details, click on Show Details. It will show all the steps. Now installation is completed. By default, it selected all options. The last one you can see gcloud init. So it will automatically run when we click the finish button. Click on finish. It will take few seconds. It's asking for login. Enter Y. It will redirect to browser. Here we need to provide username and password. Use another account. Provide password. It will ask for confirmation. Click on Allow. Now our gcloud is authenticated. You can see the email ID as well. Next we need to select the project. You can enter the project ID. So here we are going to select Sparrow.gke. So we are going to enter 5. Next we need to set up the region and zone. Yes. We are going to select US Central A. So we are going to enter 8. Now our gcloud configuration is completed. We will verify the gcloud installation, gcloud version. You can see the gcloud SDK installed details. Next we will check the basic commands in gcloud. Gcloud auth list. This command is used to list the currently configured accounts for the Google Cloud SDK. It will display a list of active accounts and their properties, including account ID and status. gcloud config list. This command is used to display the current Google Cloud SDK configuration. It shows information such as active project, region, zone, and other properties associated with the SDK. gcloud info. This command provides the detailed information about the Google Cloud SDK installation and configuration. It displays information such as the SDK version, active configuration details, available components, and path to various SDK files. You can see Google Cloud SDK version, platform information including the operating system, Python version used by the SDK, installation root directory where the SDK is installed. Configure kubectl. Kubectl installation details we can get it from Kubernetes official site. Click on Install and set up kubectl on Windows. Configuration, we have different options are available. We are going to download the exe file. We need to copy this file to specific location, paste. Next we need to set up environment variable, edit, copy the location, new, paste. OK. We will verify the configuration. Copy kubectl version, client, paste. You can see the client version. You can see the major and minor versions. Current version is 1.25. Next we will connect our cluster from command line. Go to GCP console, connect. We will use gcloud command for connecting cluster. Gcloud container cluster, get credential, cluster name, region and project ID. Copy, paste. It is showing some error. Before we are going to connect, we need to install GKE gcloud auth plugin. We will follow the URL provided in the error message. Copy the URL, paste. We need to run this command, gcloud component install GKE cloud auth plugin. Copy. We need to run command prompt in administrative mode. Control click to open as administrator. Paste. It will take few seconds to complete the installation. Do you want to continue? Yes. Enter Y. It will take few minutes to complete the installation. Now installation is completed. Press any key to continue. Next we will verify the installation. Copy the command for Windows. Paste. You can see the plugin version. We will try to connect once again. Enter. Now cluster has been connected successfully. Kubeconfig entry generated for Sparrow cluster. We will check the kubeconfig file. c:\users/username/.kube/config. This file is the default location of the kubeconfig file on a Windows system. This file is used by the kubectl command line tool to authenticate and connect to a Kubernetes cluster. The config file contains information about one or more Kubernetes clusters, users credential, and context settings. It allows you to define multiple contexts, each representing a different cluster, and switch between them easily. When you run a kubectl command, it reads the config file to determine the cluster to interact with, the user credential to use, and a namespace to operate with it. You can see the cluster name, credential details, everything. We will check the kubectl version. Kubectl version. You can see the client version and server version. Client version is 25 and server version is 26. Also, you can format the output using JSON or YAML. First, we will try with the YAML. Kubectl version ---- output equal to YAML. You can see the output. Next, we will try with JSON. Kubectl version ---- output equal to JSON. You can see the JSON format. Major version is 1 and minor version is 25. For server version, major version is 1 and minor version is 26. We will try to execute some basic kubectl commands. Kubectl get nodes. It will return all the nodes. We will verify the cluster. Go to cluster. Under the nodes, you can see the same nodes. If you want to get some additional details like IP address, node condition, and node roles, you can use kubectl get nodes-o void. It will return internal IP, external IP, OS image, kernel version, container runtime, etc. You will get an overview of the nodes in your Kubernetes cluster along with their associated details. Next, we will list the pods. kubectl get pods. Right now, we don't have any pods. No resource found in the default namespace. I hope everyone understood this session. If you have any question, please put them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.